Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Allison, and today I have some new December daily inspiration for you. I'm creating foundation pages in my December daily right now because of course it is not December yet. Very close, but not quite yet. And so I had an idea to look up the 12 Days of Christmas, the lyrics, and create some foundation pages that are just specifically numerical. So like day 1, day 2, and that sort of thing. And I thought when I was thinking of some sort of theme or direction to go along with those numbers, why not look up the 12 Days of Christmas and somehow incorporate the images in the lyrics of that song into my numbers. So day 1, as you know, in the 12 Days of Christmas, is my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree. I went to my Cricut and lo and behold, I found a partridge in a pear tree. And I thought it would be absolutely perfect layered over top of number 1. So I cut that with my Cricut as well. I actually also welded the word 1 to the right hand side of the number as well to create one complete image. I glued all of these together after I die cut them. You watched me doing that just now. And the little star that comes out of the letter O in the word 1, I also decided to incorporate into this design as well. So that's going beside the little partridge. And it is being glued to a tag that I had made previously on the back side so that both sides are covered. Now I'm working on day 2. Day 2 does not have anything to do with the 12 Days of Christmas. I was actually inspired by a different idea, something that Janet Fritz had done, that's Galaxy Girl here on YouTube, just recently in one of her 12 by 12 scrapbooking layouts was to create a text background by making a list of all of her followers on YouTube, which I thought was a fantastic idea. So even though I didn't take all of my followers here on YouTube and turn it into a text background, I did go through my December daily for last year of 2020 and I retyped some of the journaling that I had in that album and made one big large text box, printed it out on white cardstock that I trimmed down to 8.5 by 11. I did that twice. And then traced the word 2 over top of it. And I'm going to glue that over top of the original. You can see in the original, which is to the left-hand side of the screen right now, I had actually tried die cutting the word 2 first and then adhering it over top of my journaling and then throwing it through my printer again and reprinting it. But I fudged it up, as a person does. And so to make up for that, I just decided to print my journaling twice on 2 different pieces of white cardstock that were trimmed to 8.5 by 11. Fussy cut them out after I traced them and then glued them to the one original. So that's what I'm working on right now. On the reverse side, I had envisioned the text going backwards. That didn't quite work out either. In the end, it's minor. It is what it is, and it still looks great. I absolutely love it. To denote the difference between where one journal entry ends and another one starts, I added little plus signs in the text, just for some variation and something fun as well. They are not easy to see. I think you do catch a glimpse of 1 or 2 of them at the end of the video in the close-ups. They are there, but just the way the wording fell in each of the letters, not very many of them end up in the finished product, which is fine. I still think it's fun. I know they're there, and I do think that I will be trying this again at some point in the future. I think it was such a fun idea. So here I am trying to figure out where the holes are going to go in the word 2 because it's just going to go directly inside the album. It will not be in a page protector. Neither will the tag that I worked on at the beginning of the video. And I decided that the one side that I was working on, it wasn't going to work because on the letter W, the hole totally missed a letter altogether. So I flipped the word over, so I'm putting holes on the top of the word instead of the bottom. I'm just using a single hole punch to punch those holes, and then that will be put directly into the album as well. I did decide to take my Spectrum Noir marker and ink the edges of this phrase, the word to. I made some little mistakes, colored outside of the lines, but in the end, that's minor as well. I can get past that. One last little note about the word to. In Cricut Design Space, when I created this phrase, I actually lined all the letters up so they were touching and then welded them so that it became one entire image. Once again, all of the cut files will be in Cricut Design Space for your personal use if you're interested in using these, but I'll list them I'll make it available at the end of the series instead of while I'm doing it. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I hope this layout inspired you, and I'll be back again soon with more December daily inspiration. Bye, friends.